Yeah.
Are we on?
Yep.
How's everybody doing out there? This is Pete. We're over at D.I.Y Auto School today. We're not working on the Volkswagen. I just want everybody to know that. I'm a little bit pissed off at this thing. And it's not a happy day over here. I can tell you that. If Minnie could go ahead and show them this fucking mess we got right here. All the way up the wall, all the way up to the ceiling. You can see where the plastic has turned yellow. Do you see that? Look where the plastic turned yellow. Can you see that?
Yep. You can see it a little bit.
What that's from is Mr. Volkswagen here decided to blow a gasket.
Projectile vomiting, maybe?
Yeah. The oil came right out of here. Look at here. Right here. The oil came out of here. All right. No, where did it go? Right here. This one. Came straight out of here and went straight up there. All right. And then all down the wall, all over the fucking floor, and everywhere.
I remember. It was wonderful.
So, what it was, and I don't know if you can see it in here. I'll get a flashlight. Come on over here. Camera girl person. Can you put the camera in there? If everybody looks at the filter, if you look at the filter there, you can see where the, okay, look at the top of the filter right there. Can you get in there? I guess you can't. The gasket on the filter decided to blow, okay?
Right here.
Okay, hold on. Can you see that there? Yeah. So the gasket decided to blow and spewed out about 3 quarts of, okay, are we alive now?
Yeah, we've been alive.
Okay,
Pete.
but you have the camera down here.
Pete, what the fuck?
Okay, so what we're talking about here is, hold on a minute. Okay, there you go. Why is it crooked like that?
Because I want it to be.
Why?
So you can complain, Pete, I guess.
So, I went ahead and put pedals in my car. Go ahead.
WTF, right?
Let's go ahead and look at that. Come on over here. Bring the camera over here.
Yeah, let's get it. Be sure it's squared up.
Can you go ahead and look in there?
No, because the camera might not be square.
Can you go ahead and get down there, please, and look at the pedals?
Oh, the camera's not square.
Okay, so we ended up having to put Willwood pedal systems and master cylinders in the car. The clutch works a little bit better, but I'm going to say right now it's not the best. Okay, I would actually I would rather have a cable, the original authentic cable clutch than this bullshit hydraulic crap. Okay.
Well, then why didn't you just put that in there to begin with?
You can't do it, okay? We can't do it.
Quit bitching.
Okay, it's all cut out and chopped, and there's nothing we can do, okay?
Wow, God.
Come on over here. I want to show y'all something.
I'll be glad when it's done or sold. One or the other.
My knee is hurting bad today, all right? So, leave me alone.
Yeah, wow. Thanks for holding the door for me.
What we got here, we got the 68 Mustang. Now, a lot of people are asking, is that the same car as the Mustang? Is that the Mustang from several years ago? Yes, it is.
It is. Same car.
I actually had Kai call today, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he said, hey, my friend Pete, I started watching you on the Mustang car, and I noticed you're working on a Mustang. Is that the Mustang, or is that a whole different car? This is the Mustang, people. This is the infamous Southwest Rod and Custom, my friend Pete, D.I.Y Auto School, New Jersey Mustang.
Frankenstein.
It's the Frankenstein that belongs to a guy named Frank. So what we got here, we got all the wiring done. If you can go over there.
Thank you, Jesus. The wiring is done.
And I'm going to go ahead and open the door. Now, when I say done, I'm talking my end, okay? The owner's going to have to do...
I got something wrong with my throat.
Okay, the owner's going to have to finish it out, but the wiring in the dash is completely done. We got all of the switches, the air conditioning, the fucking brake light right here. He wanted to put a brake light in there for the emergency brake, so yeah, we had to do that. And I'm going to let everybody know something. The more accessories that you put on your car, the more fucking wiring it's going to take, and the more clustered it's going to get, because the more shit you put in your car, the wiring, the wire harness starts growing from this size here from factory to this size here because you wanted all this extra stuff. So you really need to pay attention to that when you go wiring your car. And I want this and I want that. Oh, let me have this. This is what I want. On a Mustang, all the wiring to the car is right here. This is where it's at, right in this area. So when you start adding brake lights and fog light switches and air conditioner controls and all this other crazy shit, okay, this is for the Dakota digital gauges and all this other shit. You got to understand, there's a lot of fucking wires going on over here.
Tell Amy hello.
Oh, is that our buddy Paulie? Spaniard Paul?
Yes.
Okay, we wanted to do a shout out for our buddy Spaniard Paul. He wants everybody to know that he's from not from Albuquerque, New Mexico, but Bernalillo. And don't call it, is it called Bernalillo?
I don't know.
Bernaletto.
I don't know how to say it the right way.
Barney and
Bernalillo.
Sesame Street.
Something like that.
Something like that. So we're going to give Paulie a shout out.
It's an awesome little town, though. That's
so
for sure.
what we got, if you can put it back in here, please.
Okay, well,
I'm not done.
Well, hurry up.
So everything that you put in, you want to add shit to it. You want to put speakers and
he's already said that.
And all this other crap. You know, it's going to add wiring to your harness. And what's going to happen is you're going to get cluster fucked. Okay? When I say cluster fucked, this is the cluster. Okay? And you just got fucked. Let's just put it that way. All right?
Oh, my God.
The owner is going with fuel injection. So we had to get this special tank, which is a fuel injection tank. And I got it all wired up. Now, the way that I wired this, I had a 4-wire prong here, a 4-wire plug. That way, if he needs to take the tank out, he can go ahead and unplug this wire and then take the tank out. Now, I suggest to the owner, since he's going custom and all this, that maybe I or the upholstery person can make a panel that will cover this gas tank, and then you won't see all this shit. That might be an option right there. I've done that before. Works very well. We went ahead and did factory OEM style wiring on the rear. That's basically how the rear was. It was all covered with black tape, and then it kind of just hides in here like this. And I had to order a wire loom hold down kit, whatever you want to call it, and we'll finish that out. So the only thing I have to wire on this, and then my end's done, is the front lights, which we're not going to wire. Another thing I did, which really cleans up the engine compartment up, is I went ahead and ran all the front wires out here. You can see that right here, and then I came along here. And then I drilled a hole, and I went back through here instead of running them down on the inside. So that'll really clean it up. Do you see what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
Okay. That'll clean it up and make it look really nice. I got to finish this wiring out here, but we won't do that till after the car's painted and pretty much down the road. Suspension. When you buy this suspension, come on over here, because now we're getting to the real story. We're going to tell you the rest of the story. So if you buy this suspension right here, they give you instructions on how to install it. All right? Even if you know how to do it, like my friend Pete, they still give you detailed. So I'm going to show you, because this is what fucking pisses me off. Okay? This is what really chaps my fucking ass. When you spend all this money on these bullshit parts, watch what's going on here. All this, look at here. These are all this stuff that you see right here. All this stuff you see right here. This is suspension instructions. This is all suspension stuff. Detailed, minute instructions on how to put every single washer, nut, and bolt the proper way, with measurements, blueprints, and diagrams. Do you see what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Now, this is for the front suspension, rear suspension, and all the shit in between. This is what they give you. That is a reputable company. That's what you call, I like it. Here's another example. I bought this wire harness, or the owner did, and look at the instructions on this. You know, your average 4-year-old can't do this, but if you have confidence in yourself and you take your time and you think you know what you're doing, you can do this because the instructions are going to tell you how to do it. Do you see what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Very, very detailed.
Now, I don't know. Can you do something like this if you really sat down and thought about it?
If you weren't there screaming at me, yeah.
Okay. But what I'm trying to say is that's a reputable company. This fucking wire harness was $1,000.
Red.
Huh?
Paul asked what color the car's going to be.
This is going to be a $1,000 wire harness, and at least they give you this to go by. All right? Now, we're going to get to the real story now, and I hope everybody's sitting down because you're going to shit your pants when I tell you what's going on here. So, your average Joe guy, or we'll go ahead and use Paulie for an example. We're your average Joe, average Paulie guy. Come on over here. Okay, you can go ahead and sit here. I'm going to sit down here if you want to go over there. You can play tripod if you want. All right, I got to sit down. My knee is hurting, people.
Oh, God.
My knee is hurting so bad that, yeah, it's hurting. What we got here, we got this company, and I'm going to go ahead and advertise for them, okay, because they claim they're made in America. Now, I don't know if the tubing's made in America, but they might go ahead and bend this stuff at their factory. So we got a product called Classic Tubes. It says made in the USA on it.
Maybe it's the box.
So did they, when they say made in the USA, did they bend the pipe and flare the fittings on there that they bought in China? Or did they literally actually make every single fitting on the tube and then and make the tube at their factory?
Or,
do you see what I'm saying?
Or made in USA means the box was made.
Maybe the box was made in the USA at the paper factory over in Midlothian, Texas.
In the USA.
Yeah, there you go.
The printing was
so
done.
Anyway, that's the situation. Now look what we got here, okay? So we got the average Paulie guy out there that's restoring his car, and he's already gutted it out, stripped it down. He doesn't have it. He's got some manuals and books, but it really doesn't tell him much. Do you see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And 3-4 years later, when he decides he's putting his car back, he gets to the brake lines. Where does this one go? Can you tell me? What is that? We don't know. Am I right? Oh, here's one right here. What particular bend is that for? Oh, look at this. Well, that would be kind of obvious that this one goes from front to back. Do you see what I'm saying? But which one's the front and which is the back? We don't know. So let me get in my box and get the paperwork out for the $175 brake kit that I bought that's made in the fucking USA, that's made out of stainless steel and got beautiful little tags on it with UPS codes. Is that USP or UPS?
UPS code.
And I'm going to go ahead and open my instructions because there should be some kind of roadmap where this tube goes here, that tube goes. Are you following me here?
Yeah, the little white tags don't tell you what they are.
Yeah, it says what it is, but then, it does. That's all it goes. Here's their fucking instructions, and this is what pisses me off.
UPC, yeah.
Okay, this is what pisses me off, and that's why I'm fucking mad. Here's their instructions. Are you ready?
Yep.
And this is what I tell everybody in all my review videos, that when the companies do this, fuck you. That's what I tell you. This is their instructions. Visit our instruction video at www.youtube.com/classic-tubes.
Well, they want to make money off the views.
They
on the
don't.
videos.
They are lazy. This is all you get. You get an advertising card that, that tells you, here's our tubes and this is what we sell you. And then you get this fucking piece of shit right here that says, go to our fucking YouTube video. Watch our video and now you'll learn how to do it. I'm not looking for this shit, Classic Tube. I'm looking for a fucking piece of paper that tells me, okay, here's a good example. Look. See that? That's Master Power Brakes. If you don't know where to put that, they show you. Cut the template out. Put it on the fucking firewall. There's your 2 holes you drill. That's instructions, people. Do you see this? This is instructions. This bullshit with this classic tubes, they can go fuck theirself. It's bullshit. If there's a viewer out there that would like to contact Classic Tubes and say, hey, this asshole out there is slandering your company because you don't give instructions, please do it. I want you to. So that's really the rant and rave that I have today. I know where all these go, okay? I can actually tell you without looking at them. I've done dozens and dozens of Mustangs. This one here, I know by this bend right here, this is actually the right-hand side brake line that goes across the rear axle. And if you look at it this way, you can see, here's your rear axle housing, and then it would come around here, and then look what we got. So I just ordered one of these. $60 fucking for that flex line, by the way. And then, see, that's basically how it would go. All right, so I knew that's what that was for. And then, of course, you got your left-hand brake line, which is this one here. And this one here, this is the one that actually goes across the firewall from right to left. This is our right to left brake line. Maybe. Am I right on that? Let's see. This one here says, what does that say? That says, yeah, right front brake line. So this goes from the left side to the right side. You kind of get the idea. But if you're average poly guy out there that's never done this, or you're restoring your car and you forgot, I'm not going to get on your fucking video. All right? I'm going to tell you to do that with your fucking video because all you're doing, you're being a greedy ass piece of shit. Now, I'm going to ask Minnie the Body Shop girl, what's your angle on that?
Well, they want to make money off the parts, and then they want to make money off of the videos that they're showing you how to use their parts.
Do you think that's fair after spending $170?
I think they should send. I think you should get instructions with everything that you buy.
Whether you're a professional like me or a poly guy out there,
everything that you buy, you should have instructions.
That's right. I think it's total bullshit. And I think Classic Tubes.
Maybe it's just because I'm old, but that's the way I feel.
I think Classic Tubes can take their YouTube videos and stick them up their fucking ass. Because when you're spending this kind of money and you're building a car like this, they should have enough appreciation to, help you out a little bit instead of saying, here's your box full of fucking bent. See what that says? This says bent, okay? It's bent for shipping. Here's all your bent tubes and here's your loose ones. Now go fuck yourself. And if you want to know how to do it, then go watch our video.
And why do you bet that their video is not very
I'll bet you what their video is. I haven't seen it, but I bet you it's basically an introduction to, we make all our tubes with stainless steel and they're the best tubes. And when you get it, it's going to be bent like this. And all you got to do is unbend it and show everybody which way it goes. And there you go, buddy. Thanks for buying our parts. Now fuck off.
Probably.
So, beware, these assholes are out here. Let me go get that. All right. Okay. These assholes are out there. There's other companies out there that do the same thing. My razor, for instance. All the springs collapsed on my razor. Remember that?
Yes, I remember.
The same thing. I paid $1,000 for all these. Come on over here. I paid $1,000 for these fucking springs, all these springs. And there was a paper right when you open the box up. There's a paper. It's about this big. About that big right there. And it says, go to YouTube video, www.youtube, blah, 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 for instructions on how to install your springs. I was fucking pissed.
Yes, let's
it's common sense how to do these. You really don't need instructions. But this shit just pisses me off. It's a fucking joke.
Yep.
Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. You never get instructions with anything these days.
You don't get instructions with nothing.
They want you to go online for everything.
And all people want you to do is give them your fucking money and go down the road.
Yeah.
Well, we got the brakes in. And let's go ahead and look. I got the master cylinder. If Minnie could go over here. Now, I didn't have to use the template. I already knew how to do it. I mean, Cupertino's common sense.
Instructions cost extra. Yes. Yeah. Hey, Cleveland.
Yeah, there they do. So we got the master cylinder in. I got the proportioning combo valve. Do you see that down there?
No.
Okay, it's down here, right here where my finger is.
So, yeah, I see it there.
That's installed. So what we're going to do tomorrow on this is I'm going to go ahead and run all the brake lines. We'll go ahead and hook up all the brakes, and then this is going to have to go on hold. We got other shit to do. I got to get on the Camaro. I'm going to finish the brakes on the Camaro, and hopefully by the time in a couple weeks, the weather's going to be nice where I can actually take the Camaro, load it up, take it to the exhaust shop. We'll get the exhaust put on it and get a front end alignment on it. And then once that gets back, we'll go ahead and finish the wiring on that. We still got to finish the wiring on it and make sure everything's working. The tail light section needs to be in, and we need to finish the front wiring, hook the gauges up, and then we're going to be working back and forth on these two cars until one of them gets the fuck out of here, because I want these things, these two cars are the main cars that need to go. This car here and that other one.
And they're super close, super close.
I got people waiting in line for jobs. I get calls that people want work done. I can't take any work in because of this, and I just got to get them done. So this is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete, and I hope you got the message on this bullshit, because that's exactly what it is. I hate companies that do this, and I will not advertise for them. I will not buy anything from them. I will buy my tubes somewhere else. The owner's the one that bought these, and even if I would have bought them, I'd probably keep them, but I won't buy anything from them again. It's over, okay? It's over, and they can keep their product and stick it in their ass. I got to go. Take it easy. Give me the camera. We'll see you later. All right, what are you doing?
I'm working on our taxes.
Okay, that's great. That's right, you heard her. We pay our taxes every year. We've got to. That's the law. That's what we do. We got to go. Take it easy. Minnie's hitting the road.
Bye, y'all.
All right, we'll see you later. And if you plan on buying stuff, it might be a good suggestion that you actually call and ask them if they send instructions in the mail with the $1 million parts that they're hawking off on you, claiming that they're made in America. They might be assembled in America, and they might have assembled those and bent those, but I can tell you right now, that fucking tube and those ends were not made in America. We'll see you later. Take it easy, guys. And I got a video I just loaded up, so I'm gonna be getting it up in about 25-30 minutes. And it's part 2 of the Mustang quarter panel. See you later.